Let's watch how they take that last corner onto the main straight. Leon to lead the way.
Leon to lead the way, and let's see if we can keep it all together at the front end for a double victory. That's what he'll be searching for, but of course there is an epic fight always expected just behind that. And watch out for the German having to come now from 5 cars back with the inverted grid. I think Andreas Meyer is going to try and get through there as rapidly as possible so as not to worry about too much traffic. We'll keep an eye on the battles that raged in that first one, and we had some really good ones in fact in that first heat.
I wouldn't be surprised. I was looking at Sam's starting positions. I said, absolutely, that's right up his sleeve. He's going to take some early moves and he's going to lead that Class B pack for sure.
And he's pulling away. I mean, Renier's got no answer to him at this stage. Here comes the German, dives up and he's into 5th. Not a bad move there from Andreas as he tries to get through the field as rapidly as possible. Not always easy to do from 5 cars back. Listen, nice to see that as well. The Arrow car back on track. Also had some off-track excursion in the closing stages.
Something happening there with Hein van der Merwe, and you can see his car pop out like a sore thumb. He's got this really tall 360 camera, but he's pulling off to the side there. I wonder if he's going to be able to make it back to the pits, pull off the car. I'm not sure what's happening there.
If he can get it back on track, that's more important right now for him. Let's have a look and see if we pick up on that red car in the back. And there comes the diesel. Watch for the big puff of black smoke.
Gary's making great progress over there. So, I mean, he's putting some very big pressure there on Oz in Class B. A little bit of a gap behind between him and who's in second there. That's Reinhard Miller.
Yeah, Miller.
So Reinhard, really good performance there. I mean, this is his first session, a couple sessions in that Class C field after competing in Class D for the last season. And it's completely different. Every race car behaves a little bit more differently, but so much more the driver. So really interesting little niches and changes and nuances here in the racing series.
Oh, there we go. Another position up. Sav is about to be caught by the German.
Is that Renier Smith going slowly?
I think it was Renier, yeah. Renier slowing down up the hill. Here comes Jonesy. He makes his way through turn 4, but I was just watching to see if we picked up on Renier Smith's car slowing up the hill there.
Such an awesome looking E90.
Pretty an easy pass there in the end for Andreas to get up and move up into 3rd place. Maybe just a miscue. Oh, and here we go again. 3rd time lucky.
Truwood seems to love that little farming patch over there, so I think Jaco's going to be very familiar with that zone. I'm sure the guys at LTR aren't going to be too happy with a number of repairs to reenact in that car. Gary's still doing a very good job there.
Oh, pity. There we go. Commentator's curse, Greg. Well done.
There we go.
Sorry about that one, Jakes. But yeah, there we go. Storm out of this one. Renier is back in there, so we didn't lose him.
Great.
I thought we might have. I think it's possibly Senior that's going to drop by the way.
Sam's doing a great job there. I mean,
he's dropping off the timing.
Still leading Class B there, so fantastic job. I mean, we've got a couple laps still left. We're at lap 5, and the German isn't exactly in overtaking position just yet.
That is Senior, for sure. There you go. Confirmation as he removes the helmet. Not happy about it, but unfortunately that's how things go sometimes. And today has been a bit of a nightmare there for him. There's some maneuvering as well. Hilligen versus Jonesy.
Who's going to pip it to corner 1?
Yeah, here we go. Blue flag's waving, but it's full position.
Straight drag race between the E46 of Hilligen and Mark Jones and that beautiful yellow E90. Hilligen just making it through, but it's super tight going in here. Let's see what happens leading up to corner 3 and the drive up the hill.
So maybe just using the advantage he got from a slightly better line out of turn 2. It's not over there between those two, that's no doubt about it, and it's certainly not over here. Here we go. This is going to be Gutteri versus the German. There's a bit of World War II antics coming in here, eh? Are we allowed to mention that? Are we allowed to mention the war?
Is it too soon?
I did, but I think I got away with it. Gary still hanging on for the win here. This is great to see. You wanted to see that M2 perform like it has. If this is the case, he'll run that pace, of course, to Kyle Army. Hopefully keep that pace up onto the hill at Samola. Speaking of performance, well, he's about to start his penultimate lap there, if I'm not mistaken. Jarl Loopscher has just completed lap 8. I think I saw 2 laps to go board there, and I don't think it's quite refreshed here on our timing monitor. But Loopscher on to, yeah, thank you on that one in my ear. Confirmation on that. Certainly 2 laps to go for Leon Loopscher. Plain sailing for him here, but unfortunately, as we mentioned in race number 1, not enough cars for him to score the full amount of points. So it'll be a slightly reduced amount of points scored because there's only 2 entered in Class A. Final lap started now from Leon as he heads down into turn 1. He's got a huge advantage, but he can just literally cruise to the line now. No one is going to have the ability to try and catch and pass him, and I think not only that, we are also going to be exceptionally lucky to miss the storm. Not that one, the one that's coming.
Talk about Sorbs, we've got Yucky putting pressure onto Varish over there, so that's great to see. Promoted up into Class C, right behind Varish right now, and he's looking quite competitive. So nice to be able to move into a next class and not run a lonely race. We're back into that Class B battle. It looks like managing just fine.
A 10.8 out of Yaku Storm Jr.
Jeepers.
That's a good lap.
Look at that. Is he on the
and
inside?
on the inside of Varish. There you go.
Is that corner 6? There we go.
Yeah.
It looks like he's made the move stick.
Everybody else waiting for Leon Loeb should have come through now. There he comes. He's up to turn 6.
That's a lot.
Oh, hold on
what's
a
happening
second.
there?
Something dramatically wrong there with Loeb's car.
There's some kind of fluids coming out of the rear left of that grid.
And now just really cruising. Fortunately, it's a downhill. But here comes Sav. Sav's going to get the win.
Sav's going to pull this through.
Sav is going to come around the outside of Leon and get the overall win.
There
and
comes
Andreas
the
is going to come through for second. Macris possibly, Renier possibly for third.
What has happened there?
Oh, something dramatically gone wrong there on Leon Loeb's car in the closing stages on that last lap, literally. Sav Gutteri wins Class A, B, and C overall.
Insane race. Look how close between Neck and Renier Smith there at the end. So what an incredible performance from the Class B guys. We see Leon pulling it through onto the main straight, literally just juggling along over there.
The M2
Step by
might
step.
get ahead of Leon as well. If he's not able to cross it, he's crossed it just in time. Just in time to miss out there on Gary Martin spoiling his day even more. So it's going to be... Oh, Leon's dropped down to 6th place overall.
Yeah, so started in 4th, but then I think Fabio went off in the beginning. Somebody had a problem on his out lap. So we started 3rd basically and worked my way past the guys. Got past Oz quickly and then just maintained a bit of pace. And then the guys were coming, a lot of pressure from Renew, but managed to keep him behind me. And then Renew, he disappeared because Andreas passed him. And then Andreas pressurized me right to the end. But yeah, I had a few issues I was working around with the car. It was having a few misfires and stuff. But I managed to keep it together and take the win, which is what's important. And the team, and that's what it's important. You know, the SASP team, all the guys back home. So what's one's for them, boys?
Yeah, how's it guys? It's Gary from Grease Monkey Motor Garage. It's my diesel, the only diesel racing in the series, and today we did very well. We've done a few updates and upgrades on the car that has now pulled us through to actually finish the race and be very competitive. We're in the top 3 and I'm hoping for the rest of the season that we do very well. I would like to say thank you to all the support and the sponsors out there. It couldn't be done without you guys. This is really an amazing event.